I talk about propaganda all the time, right? And I think this is a very big form of it, like that mental propaganda to make you feel inferior or less than. So it says students in majority black schools now a full 12 months behind white peers. Now, notice how they made it a point to say black and white. Y'all can't say black when it comes to policy. Y'all can't say black when it comes to reparations and foundational black Americans getting what they know. Then all it's people of color and all of this. But they want you to know specifically that the black students, not the Mexican students that go to school with them, not the other students, just the black ones, is behind 12 months. I think that's some bullshit, and we finna bust down this article. I'll be right back on the Keep It P podcast, and you already know it's the morning, so it's time to wake your little goat mouth self up. Hit that drip.
In the morning, wake your goat mouth ass up.
I want to send a congratulations to TZ Vaughn, Savage, and Jay Lava for their 500th episode of Keep It P podcast. B1 to the players.
Keep it P, man. From the P Mouth to itself. The Bishop John Magic One, chairman of the board of famous players everywhere. You dig? Church.
Thank you for being their fans coming from P. You know what I mean? So make sure you check out the Keep It P podcast. This is me telling you. P. That's P the Ghost LOXD Block. And congratulations once again, TZ Vaughn, Savage,
But
Jay
then
Lava. Love is love. Go Soldier Soul.
Jay Lava, television, network, the whole fucking 9 yards. You know what I'm saying?
Early in the morning, wake your goat mouth ass up.
All right now. We don't need it twice. Now, geez Louise. Come on, man. It's the Keep It P podcast where we take news, situations, everyday occurrences, and indeed we show how one could have and could not have been keeping it P. I am not trying to tell you what to think. I'm trying to show you how to think. That's the reason why I bust down the articles the way I do. And if you've never seen this program before, I need you to go ahead. First of all, if you're watching this on Twitter, I think I need y'all to go over to YouTube real quick, because I be wanting to hear from y'all too. Like, I be seeing like hundreds of people over there on Twitter, and y'all don't get if y'all comment, I can't see your comments, right? So if you could kindly, politely, go to J Lava's channel or Hot Lava Music TV or WKIPP B1 TV and subscribe there, so that like when you comment in the chat, I can see you and then I can communicate with you. Also, when you hit the like button, it helped with the algorithms. You see what I'm saying? And that's that's what I'm talking about. I need that. Other than that, good morning, guys. So we talk about propaganda. Let's get this up here so I can learn you something here today. Now let me see what kind of pictures they got in the article. Let's do that, just to see if they're going full on with the propaganda. Okay, so they got their little charts and they got their little definitions and all of this. So all right, come on, now this is wrote by who? Beth Hawkins. Okay. All right, Beth. Let's see what you got. It says students in the majority black schools are now a full 12 months behind those in mostly white schools, widening the achievement gap by a third, according to a new analysis by McKinsey and Co. Overall, students are 4 months behind math and 3 in reading compared to years past, and the totals have widened the disparities. At the same time, the range of students' academics needs teachers must address within a single classroom was widening. And with the share of the children or at above grade level in math failing by 6%, the number two or more grades behind increased by 9 points. As a result, the number of students far below grade level in a hypothetical math class of 30 fourth graders has risen to 8 to 11. So they're basically saying that teachers have to deal with more students in class. Okay. All right. Okay. I'm with you so far. Let's see what kind of facts you got there, buddy. And it says, researchers based their conclusions on curriculum-associated iReady assessments administered this fall in person to 3 million students in grades 1 through 6 in all 50 states. Well, they ain't talking about my baby because my baby got an IQ of 200. So they're not talking about my kid. They compared, hey, Justice, what's up, baby? My baby is sick too. You're in the hospital right now. Baby, my baby. She says she wanted me to shout her out. They compared the results with the exams scores from. That's probably why I did this article subconsciously. Like, see, Justice, you made me do this article right here. See, they compared the results with the exam scores from a comparable set of schools in 2017, 2018, and 2019. In addition, they used data from the Burbio and the McKinsey-owned Parent Survey to show that while there were less disruptions to learning than the last spring, a variety of factors are limiting students' time in class just when they need it the most. Blah, blah, blah. See, this was going to be a long cutout article. It's almost kind of like y'all want to skip over none because I want to get to the facts. Okay. Overall, students have made up about a month of unfinished learning compared with last spring, notes the report. COVID-19 and education, an emerging K-shaped recovery, but that rebound too is inequitable. In schools where enrollment is 75% or more, Black students are 5.5 months behind in math and nearly as much in reading. In a majority Latino schools, they are 4.5 months behind in math, and in white schools, 2.5 months behind. So wait a minute. So everybody behind, right? But Black people just happen to be just that much more behind. So what are you saying? Like, those lazy niggers, they weren't doing homework and doing the. I don't get what you're saying. Where are you going with this? Are you saying that Black kids wasn't doing at-home learning like other kids was, or at-home learning was affecting other kids in a certain type of way? Well, like, what are you saying? Wouldn't you say that all kids struggled at home with at-home learning? Why is it all of a sudden that it's just predominantly Black kids? It says parents' perception of their child's well-being have rebounded somewhat since June 2021, but the concern remains. Compared with pre-pandemic surveys, the number of families without fear about academic achievement and student attendance and engagement is up 5%, with an increase of 7% in those reporting mental health concerns. Word salad. Parents report their own child's absenteeism up 2.7 times pre-pandemic limit. Yeah, I can say that because they didn't kick my kids out of school like 2 or 3 times just because they like had a heavy cough and they got allergies. So hold up. So is that perhaps why? Is that because y'all kicking kids out of school for no reason? And they sisters to go to the same school, they told both of them they got to go home. And I had to go get COVID tests for them to even come back. And they had to be out for like a certain amount of days, like 5 days or something like that. But something silly. Anyway, nearly half of Cleveland students are on track to be chronically absentee this year. Okay. Low-income students who often lack access to resources to make up for lost instructions in classrooms, who are more likely to experience ongoing attendance barriers, are 1.6 times more likely to be missing multiple days of school than their higher income peers. Okay, I can see that. Because, I mean, basically what they saying is, parents be having to work. And you know how black parents be like, they think you sick, you ain't nothing wrong with you. Go and get you some ginger ale to go sit down. Boy, they get you some ginger ale, boy. And go and sit down somewhere is what they done told you. They ain't I'm sitting back in my mall. Fuzzy, I'm my fault, y'all. Anyway, it goes on to say, confirmed or suspected C-19 cases account for just about 12% of school closure days, researchers found, with 50% of those closures consisted primarily of single-day breaks school districts have taken to support students and staff, mental health, and another 13% caused by staff shortages. Parents of Black and Latino. Why is it always Black and Latino? So, you see, they do that on purpose. See, that's a part of the propaganda right there. We're talking about black people, and somehow Latino just wiggled its way in there. No, it's not wiggle. They did that shit on purpose. Because it's not... Anyway. Says parents of Black and Latino students were most likely to report school closures where they caused their children's erupted in personal training, blah, blah, blah. Finally, researchers found the gaps by income level and likelihood a student has received academic or social emotional pandemic recovery support, and the disconnect between the services parents say that they want for their children and those included in the school district's plans for spending federal stimulus funds. Districts are budgeting about 1/5 of their third round funding for summer school, while only 17% of parents are interested in option. By contrast, 29% of parents want tutoring, but just 7% of academic recovery funds are directed towards this option. So a bunch of word salad. You really didn't tell why black students are behind. It's just propaganda. Let me show y'all that title again. That was a bunch of word salad about nothing. Look at the title. In majority black schools, is that really yeah, I guess slightly. I was about to say, does that really exist? Like majority black? It's like everybody go to, even majority black schools got a whole bunch of other people that go to it. Anyway, so, and it's just all a false equivalency from the beginning. Because it's just targeting black kids, man. They're trying to say black kids is stupider than everybody else. like come on, man, that shit's dumb. Anyway, I ain't gonna hold you, but I'm a moja foja and scoja about being on code. This is kind of like a little pre-drip, so I'm gonna be right back. Make sure that you caught one of them dope t-shirts to say it with your chest. Actually, it's not a shirt. We got the whole sweater. We got the sweaters because it's cold outside. So they got hoodies. Well, I got hoodies and all that, right? It all depends on actually what climate you in too, right? But yeah, we got t-shirts and we got hoodies for the time. So holler at that. 4 words that'll leave you with. It is love, peace, blessings, and maloha. And then I got commercials for you too. And then I'm coming right back. I'm gonna come back with another one. Whoop, whoop, whoop. B1 Health and Wellness.
Ways for you to run my cash. Check reparation. 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 Trying to bring it back. Trying to bring it back. Trying to bring it back. I bring it back like I took you from the premises. I bring it back like it's stolen from my nemesis. I bring it back. Shawty bang my line. You can holler at me later. Shawty bang my line. Shawty bang my line. Bang my line. You can holler at me later.
lady, shawty bang my line. You can catch me on the book or DM me at IG. Consider me. But I don't play with this shit. You don't even know what I gave to this shit. Self-made with this shit. I slay with this shit. Been a lot of roads I done paved with this shit. Look.
Taking flight, change your life in one night. By 2 a.m. if you do it right. Up late like midnight. Small fish, big appetite. Get an extra 4 if you whip it right. Got good gas and it's light bright. Got big balls and a good pipe. One call it
then you could just go and say, this is a possible way for me to go and lay. Man, I knew it was something, couldn't ignore it. It was fate, it was fate. I was in the image and I definitely belong here. And now that I'm here, I'ma change.
Yeah, I'm an animal, red gorilla. I eat your dog, your poochie. Get what you're gonna get, front and center. Get
which I grew up living life, which I knew, standing on my toes, graduated with my honors. TC scientific, get into what's the plan C. Throw kickbacks, zip sacks, throwing kicks on, get the grits of flow.